Okay, 30 seconds until we're starting, but let's pop it in the chat. What are you guys drinking tonight? You know, we like to start our calls off with that. I've got groovy grape going on in my shaker cup. What do you guys have? I'm curious to know. Blueberry. Awesome. Keto up. Of course, Jody has keto up unicorn slam. I love it. Jamie's got blackberry pineapple. Yum, yum. Snow cone. Oh, I missed one. It said orange something, but it went really fast. Salted caramel broth. Allie must be doing a fast. Yes, of course. Okay, well, let's get started. My name is Amber. Welcome everybody to our monthly team-wide call. We're really excited you're here. If you are new to this call and new to our team, go ahead and type new in the comments. We want to give you a special welcome. We do this call the first Monday of every month. And so mark your calendars. We want you to be here. We like to celebrate. We like to let you know what's going on for the month so you don't miss out on anything. And we just like to be together as a team and feel each other's love and be together. So welcome, Stacy. I think I missed one. But welcome everybody that's new. Please come back next month. It'll be the first Monday in December. Before we get started here, I wanted to let you know that we have a special guest who I'll introduce a little bit later. We're excited that she's here and joining our team. So we had a challenge last month to go live, and we're going to start with talking about last month's challenge. And we're going to give away a prize. So you were asked to go live 4 times a week. Actually, let me start by introducing myself. I got distracted. My name is Amber. I live in Oregon. It is pouring buckets here in Oregon. Oh my gosh, so much rain. And I'm a mom of 6 from Oregon. I have 2 kids left at home, and then we are going to have an empty nest. And I am really kind of sad about that. They're seniors and going to be graduating soon. And then life is going to really change for us. But 3 years ago, I weighed 100 pounds more than what I weigh now. And life looked very different for me. I didn't leave the house very much. I was hurting and just kind of sad about life. And I didn't talk to anybody and I was grumpy. And since I started drinking ketones 2 years ago, everything's changed. I'm happy. I'm talking to people. I'm interacting. I'm social. I like people, and I'm just bubbling over with happiness. And I'm just so thankful for this community. I love getting on these calls because I like interacting with people again. And I thank Prove It for giving me a second chance at life and letting me now really be the mom that I always wanted to be. And now I'm a grandma, and I'm going to be a grandma again. Our second grandchild is due in February. So that feels awesome. I never thought that I would be the grandma that could do things. I was always kind of dreading, what's it going to be like when I, am barely able to do anything and be a grandma. That's going to be super sad, but I don't feel that anymore. I'm just excited. So I think ketones and Prove It for just helping me get to the place where I've always wanted to be. So with that being said, I just wanted to share my story really quick, and hopefully it related to, or somebody could relate to that. You're welcome to reach out to me if you have any questions. I would love to hear from you. So our drawing was to go live 4 times a week. And the reason we want you to go live is because it accelerates the know, like, and trust factor with your social media. And if you're building on social media and you're only posting static posts and reposting memes and sometimes even video, it's kind of a slow process for your followers to really get to know you. If you go live or even do talk stories or talk video reels, it accelerates the process of them getting to know you and developing that know, like, and trust factor. And those are your customers. If you can accelerate that process, and the faster they can get to know you and trust you, then the quicker they're going to become customers. So if you're not going live, if you're not letting your customers see you, hear your voice, see you move, if you're just posting static posts and static pictures, then you're missing out on a huge opportunity. So congratulations. If you went live in October, put a gobble in the chat if you went live in October. Sorry. Oh, look at all those lives. Gobble, 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 gobble. Yep, I love it. Okay, so Shay, I'm gonna turn the time over to you, and you're gonna tell us who our first winner is from the live challenge.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Sassy Shay. Real name is Shay Brennigan, and what a fun challenge. If you guys loved going live and you were nervous at first, just put a 1 in there because I am still afraid to go live, but I have to make myself do it because when I get off, I was like, see, that wasn't so bad. So I hope we do it again and maybe make it even more like double down. I have a box of everyone's name in here. Of course, it says grateful. I am grateful for this community. I am grateful for this product. And I have everyone's name written down here. And the first drawing is for Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, a battery pack. Papito, are you on?
Shay, he's not on tonight. So whatever instruction he gave you, go with.
Battery pack. Okay, I'm not gonna look. Just one? Okay. Sheebs. That would be Jody Scheibe.
Congratulations, Jody.
Back to you, Amber.
Okay, so Jody probably knows the drill, but normally we would give instructions for how to redeem.
Yes, simplefunketo@gmail.com with your name and your address and what you won, which is a battery pack.
All right. So like we just said, Nick is not on tonight. He had another engagement that he needed to attend to. So he invited a special guest. You may have already seen her face, but we have our lovely Natalie Kilborn on tonight, and she is going to do our awards for us. So we're super excited about that. Yay, Natalie.
Yay, you. Amber, you look so beautiful in bright pink. That is your color. I love that. You look amazing. Well, hi, everybody. I'm super excited to be on. If I haven't got a chance to meet you, my name is Natalie Kilborn. I am in my home office in Springfield, Missouri. Amber, you and I are going to be soul sisters because my baby Jenna is a senior in high school and we're both going to be empty nesters at the same time. It's Jody's in the club. Like we're all getting in this club. It's not a good club to be in, but at least we're together. But we've got a senior in college. Maddie's 21. She's graduating Oklahoma State University in December. And then Jenna's a senior in high school. And I have been sharing the ketone conversation since 2015. It's crazy to see really where we've come and where we've gone. And I'm super excited to look ahead. But before we move ahead into November, we got to celebrate October. So I want to see in the chat who was a MVP 1. Like you're brand new, you came in, put a 1 in the chat, and we're all going to celebrate you. If you went MVP, Donna, Christina, Allie, Sassy Shay, I see that. That is amazing. So MVP 1, if you're brand new, that's the very first. Jamie, love it. That's the very first MVP that you hit. Let's see, October, who hit MVP 2? I hit MVP 2. I'm in the club. Who else? Christina, Amber, I see you. Good. Jennifer, Keisha, I see you hitting MVP 2. Jamie celebrating Jody Scheibe. I mean, I think she might be the MVP. Did anybody see that? She said like MVP 40 times in a row. I'm like, man, you're making the rest of us look bad. How about MVP 3? Anybody hit MVP 3 in the month of October? Amber, Jody. Oh, good. I love it. Let's talk about rank ups. Did anybody have a new star? Maybe you finished September at 3-star, but you went up to like rank 3 2-star or rank 3 3-star. Do we have any stars? You can put a star emoji in the chat and we can celebrate you. Amy Rodriguez, Joy, Sherry. Oh, Brittany's in the Pink Mexico Club. I see you. Stars for everybody. Yes. Good. So we've got rank ups. We've got the new stars. We got MVP 1, 2, 3. How about the Bahamas? I'm going to see if I have the ability. Oh, here we go. Listen, who knows what's going to come up on the screen if I can get it right. I might not be able to get it right. Is Maddie on? He sent me. Well, hold on, I want to get it right. Hold on 1 second. Just listen to my voice and pretend like everything is fine. Hold on, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So, how many of you are running for the Bahamas? You're like, oh man, I really want to go to the Bahamas. That would be super cool. Okay, save photo. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. We want to show you. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, here's the good news. You don't have to be great at these things to be really great at helping people with ketones. Here we go. Oh, what is happening? Okay, it's not happening. Why does it? It's acting crazy. Now I'm in safe drive mode. I don't know if you can see me. We're going to skip that. But if you're qualified for the Bahamas trip, I want you to put something in the chat so we can celebrate you. Qualifying for the Bahamas trip means that you've gone MVP at least twice. Yes, Melissa James, I see you. Brittany Allen's qualified. Amber Horn's qualified. Jody, Emily, I see you. I see you. Keisha, Joy is qualified. Yes. Who else? Sassy Shay, Jen, Donna Jackson. I see you. You're qualified. Well, good. Nick's got a whole fat list of everybody in his group. Maybe we can pulse it out since I'm a goober and can't get the share to work. Nobody tell him. Everybody tell him I did a great job in his absence and he doesn't even need to know. So we were talking about MVP earlier. Now let me ask you another question. So we've celebrated all the amazing things in October. Who feels like, you know what? October wasn't my best month. I probably could have done a little bit more. Like in hindsight, I wish I would have. I wish I could have. Anybody feel like, man, I didn't hit MVP, but I really wanted to? Or man, that was my goal, but I missed it? I see you. I see you, Mitzi. Listen, here's the deal. It's just as important to recognize the lessons that we've learned on the way to the prize as it is to celebrating the prize. There is a guy that I've never met that I consider one of my, I see you, Christy, one of my best mentors. It's a old trainer. His name is Jim Rohn. And he talks about how it's the practice that will actually make you better, not the sale. He said, so you got to celebrate the practice, not just the sale. So if you're practicing, when the actual deadline comes or when the actual time frame comes where you got to hit that free throw shot to win the game, it's the practice that's going to make you better, not the basket going in, right? That's why in those clutch situations, you see professional athletes and people that are just like, you're like, man, how is that guy stone cold standing on the line shooting the basket? It's because he shot that basket millions of times. It's the practice that helped him make that, not just the actual basket. But so often all we do is celebrate the basket. It's like, oh, we all clap and praise the MVP 1, 2, 3. But what about the person who was scared to death to go live, but you did it? Like, or what about the person that was like, you know what? I only got to 1,000 QV last month, but that's the best I've ever done. Like, we want to celebrate all of you as well. So if you hit something last month that you're like, look, it might not be on the scoreboard, but I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. I want to see you give us a little emoji in the chat. Christina. Oh, I know you're practicing, Christina. She's a disciplined practice girl if I've ever seen one. The other thing we wanted to talk about. Oh yes. Lindsay Burns, 1,000 new QV. Yes. That is amazing. Yes. Whoever Zoom user for everyone with the eyes, I love it. Yes. The other thing we wanted to talk about is sometimes I think we fall into this illusion that like, well, I can't do MVP, or you know what, the MVP, the 2,000 QV, that's just too far out for me to reach, or man, I've never hit it before, or gosh, like, I just don't think I could. Do y'all want to know a little secret? I asked Jamie earlier if I should tell you my secret, and she said yes. Okay, you ready for a little secret? Just so you know, like, let me show you something before I tell you my secret. Like, there's like the $1 million plaques in my office. You see those really cool like record things right there? They send you these like record things when you make millions of dollars. So just know, like, I'm not making an income claim, but you saw my plaques in my office. Last month was the first time I've ever hit MVP twice. Like, not twice. Like, I just hit it once last month, but I mean consecutive months. Like, I hit MVP in September, just once. I hit like 2,080 some QV. And then last month I hit like 2,200 QV. But I'm just telling you, I've been doing this since 2015. So if any of you feel like, man, I'm just behind, or, oh, I can never do it, or that's just too much. Natalie Kilborn just hit MVP 2 months in a row for the very first time in my whole career. So just whatever self-talk you're doing, just leave it at the door, because we don't believe you. We think anybody can do this, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I know Jamie Hill has an amazing story. So Jamie, a little birdie told me you hit MVP for the first time last month too.
Hi. Yes, it's been a year since I hit MVP. So it was quite the October for me, and I was very excited.
That's amazing. So did y'all hear her? Like, she hasn't hit MVP for a year. That doesn't mean she's not working, or that doesn't mean she doesn't have sales coming in. That just means she didn't hit that marker. But tell me what switched for you last month. Was it more conversations? Was it just a decision and you didn't give up till you got there? Like, what was the switch for you?
Yeah. So I think what happened is I was at Hacking Better, and to feel the energy when Blake was on the stage talking about the reset, I got to experience that firsthand. I am going through a lot of personal stuff at home right now. I wrote off MVP for the last year. I was like, I'm not trying. It's not going to happen. It is what it is. But when I was at the event, which is why events are so powerful, just being there and feeling everybody's energy and watching everybody reset at the event, I was like, I can't miss this. But guess what? I missed it in September. Do you want to know why I missed it? I forgot to buy my pack. I'm sitting there, I'm watching everybody buy theirs, and I'm like,
oh, stop.
Where? Didn't buy my pack in September. So I'm like, I need to reset. Like, I missed it. And then they're like, you can reset again in October. And I was like, I'm not missing this. But I just wanted to share that, like, people have this illusion of like, always hitting it or always doing the things. Like, I missed the mark because of personal stuff going on. And guess what? Our company was so amazing. It was like, here's another opportunity. I was like, I'm not missing this. And the day that I bought my pack, I was like, I'm going to the Bahamas and I'm going to start hitting MVP again, because I know what I'm doing. So it was making the decision and just saying to myself, like, that's fine. Life is going on. But like, because life's going on, I need to show up for my business, and I need to show up for people out there who need what we have. So it truly was me feeding off the energy of the event, remembering to buy my pack, and just making the decision. And it's so true. As soon as you let personal things in your life completely consume you and overtake you, and your energy just starts shifting the other direction, everything else will trickle with you. But when you make the decision to be like, okay, I've had enough. Life is what life is. I can sit here and wallow, or I can put my big girl panties on and go the other way. That's just what I decided to do. I was like, I'm going to charge for it. I'm going for MVP, and I want to go to the Bahamas. Like, I want to go, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to hit MVP 2 this month, and it's going to be amazing. And it's like, once you make the decision and you get the confidence back in yourself by doing all the JM3 tools that y'all will learn about if you haven't, it's different. And then everything else starts to flow. My dog's going to start like making a weird noise. Sorry in advance. So I would say making the decision, and then that decision trickles into confidence to have more conversations. And that's the long and the short of it. So
I think you absolutely hit something on the head right there at the end. Like, the momentum that you build in yourself when you're like, oh, I did the hard thing and I didn't die. Oh, I did the live and I'm still okay. Oh, I followed up and I followed up and I followed up. And like, the confidence that you build, or at least I know for me, like, as my, my prove it ball got rolling for the month, I was like, oh, like, a little shaky, like, okay, I'll run for 1,000. Maybe I can hit that. And then you hit that and you're like, well, I got a lot of months left. Like, maybe I can hit 1,500. And then it just gets weirdly close where you're like, well, now I can't even miss it. That's just dumb. So That's awesome. Y'all give it up for Jamie doing such an amazing job, hitting MVP, coming back. Listen, there is always room in the Prove It family to come back. If you're somebody who's like, man, I've been kind of unplugged, I'm kind of in, kind of out, like, come back, come hang out with us. We're a pretty fun bunch, and we're super excited. So I would challenge you. So we've talked about October. I would challenge you to set your goal for November. If you're somebody who says like, look, the 2000 QV just is completely overwhelming and it actually shuts you down, set a goal that does stretch you. Maybe you did 500 QV last month. Maybe you're pushing for 750 or 1,000. Like, push yourself to do a little bit more, and watch. If you start on that path and you get that ball rolling, the ball will just roll bigger and faster and bigger and faster. So congrats to all the October people that put in the practice, put in the time. And I hope your checks were nice and juicy with those weekly MVP bonuses. Those don't stink, especially when you're resetting. So I'm going to kick it over to Shay. I think she's got another giveaway.
Yes, I do. Okay, Natalie, thank you. You're always so inspiring. Jamie, you're just a rock star. Everybody in this community is wonderful. That's why I'm still here. So we're going to do 2 drawings, Nick, because he is so gracious. We're going to do 2 shaker bottles. I love those shaker bottles. I can never have enough. So again, we're just going to pull the first one. Diane Dolly, if you're on, you win a shaker bottle. Send your name and address to simplefunketo@gmail.com. Let them know that you won a shaker bottle. And then this will be shaker bottle number 2. Penny Marsh. You also won a shaker bottle, and send your name and address to simplefunketo@gmail.com and let them know that you also won a shaker cup. Congrats, y'all. Amber, take it away, girl.
Okay, I do know that in the challenge like guidelines, it said they must be present on the call to win. Are both of those gals present on the call? I didn't hear either one of them speak up. So you may need to draw new names. I'm sorry, I'm a rule follower. You're muted, Shay.
Diane Daly, Penny Marsh, are you guys here? Speak up, speak up. Jamie is biting her nails. Tiffany says, eeks. Jody says, ha ha. Shay says, wake up.
She's laughing at me for being a rule follower.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I totally forgot about the rule. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're gonna draw 2 more. Oh, one just fell out. That gives me 2. Christina Martinez Williams. And yeah, right, Jimmy. Jamie. And Joy Luan. Are you guys on?
Joy's here. I'm here.
I see Christina. I don't see you, Joy, but I see your name. Congrats.
I'm here.
Hey, there you are. Hey, gorgeous. So you know the drill. Send your name and address to simplefunketo@gmail.com and let them know that you guys won a shaker. Win a chicken dinner is right. Thank you, Amber, for that reminder.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, okay. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. I don't know if it's working or not. Shay, let me see you. Can you?
It's black.
Thumbs up if you can see it on the screen.
We can see
It's black. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. I don't have strong enough. I just don't have good enough Wi-Fi at my house. I wanted to put up the new challenge because that's what I'm going to talk about next. So for the month of November, this is what our new challenge is. And it's called Give Back with a Trial Pack. So in the season of giving, as we're going into the holidays, Nick thought it would be an awesome idea if we were a little more generous with our trial packs and getting them into people's hands of new people. So you can give a few, sell a few, you can give them at a discount. It's out there. And the way that we are going to put you, it could do keto drive-bys, you could do porch pickups, you could drop a pack in the mail, whatever works for you. And we want you taking pictures. So like if you go to your neighbor's house and do a porch drop off, take a selfie with you dropping the ketones off. If you're putting a trial pack in the mail, take a picture of you putting it in the mail. And this is what you need to understand is we're going to put the post of the trial pack challenge on the Be Better or on the Better Starts Here page. And you're going to submit in the comment section every entry. And this is what your entry needs to look like. This is important. It needs to look like a photo collage of 9 different keto, either a drop off or a mail drop or a drive-by or whatever those 9 are. It could be 9 slots into the mail. All right. So don't put 9 comments, 9 pictures, because it's going to get really confusing really quickly. If you don't know how to make a photo collage, just ask somebody on your team and they can help you out. It's super easy. So you're just going to put 9 pictures onto 1 picture and post that into the comment section, and then you'll be entered in 1 time. So hopefully that makes sense. And then you'll do 9 more trial packs out, and then you'll make them all into 1 picture, and then you'll post that into the comment section. So for every 9 trial packs you get out, you're going to be entered into the challenge drawing 1 time. And I heard him talk about the prizes for next month, and he's stepping up his game. I heard something about AirPods, some electronics, like he's going all out for December's drawing. Just so you know, you may want to step up your game in the challenge this month. I'm excited about it. I know last December he did as well. Yes. So I know Keisha's on tonight. She's going to give us some tips and tricks.
Can you guys hear her?
For
Me either.
how drop-offs and poor time of her doing all over the world. Can you not hear me?
Nope. We love you.
You didn't hear a word I said?
I just hear, what is she? We can't hear you, but it's okay. We heard some of it. I think we got the gist of it. Thumbs up if you guys got that part. All right. Awesome. Keisha here. For those of you that don't know me, I live in Vegas / part-time San Diego. I've been doing this for 5.5 years. And what I was going to talk about is just some ideas. How many of you guys have a hard time of like, how do I get those trials in people's hands without being salesy, right? Or creative ways, maybe on social media, or creative ways to talk to or have a conversation with somebody at the grocery store. So I'm going to give 3 basic tips on how to give the pack and make it really effective. How many of you are belly to belly? Raise your hand or put belly in the chat. Okay. How many of you are super introvert and would rather not talk to anybody and be online? Put online. Or introvert, put introvert. Belly. Yeah, Carrie, there's my belly. Okay. So you can build this business offline, online, in person, not in person, basically. So the 3 tips are, if you're belly to belly or you like people, pick up the phone. Tell them, hey, I have some new seasonal flavors, or I have some extra stock in my ketone stash or ketone vault. And I was thinking of you, and gosh, I haven't even gotten you a packet yet. I'm hand delivering ketones today. Would you mind? I just dropped a packet off and you try it for me. I value your opinion. I'd love to hear what you think. That's like belly to belly. Call the person, tell them you're going to give them a packet or 2, whatever. Now you can pay, you can charge them, or honestly, like I'm giving mine away for free. Raise your hand, because at the end of the day, this 1 packet could go a long way. I know Jody gave me 5 days away for free. I didn't have to pay it. And I mean, she just took that chance. She did not take no as an answer. And she made sure that she hand delivered me a 5-day. And here I am 5.5 years later. So thank you, Jody. Also, maybe you can be more direct. Hey, I got a surprise for you. I'm dropping it off at your doorstep. Just message me a picture once you got it. So similar belly to belly. That would be more of your friends and family, right? So think of that as like group 1, your warm market, your friends and family. Like you can call them up right now and tell them, hey, I'm bringing something over. I value your opinion. Would you at least look at this stuff and try it for me? Group 2 would be the random strangers, right? So recently we are getting our floors redone in already newly renovated house. Fun. And there are 3 contractors here, and there's a Red Bull on the counter. And it was a perfect opportunity for me, like, who the heck's drinking this product in my house? And they have no idea what ketones are. They just see our cars. So they see it wrapped. And he's like, did I do something wrong? And I was like, no, but I have a fridge full of keto up. Like, let me at least give you a healthy version of that. And he's a complete random stranger. I maybe said hi to him once, and he's been at my house for the last 2 weeks. And it started a whole conversation. So guess what I did? I gave him 3 packets of ketones and said, make sure you try this. I value your opinion. And this stuff's like gold to me. Like, I'm basically giving you free cash. So would you at least try it? And his interest was high because he's a Red Bull drinker, has been wanting to get off of it. He's just addicted to it. So same thing, random strangers. That's group 2. Group 3 would be existing customers and giving them flavors they've never had before. So maybe you guys got some of the rainbow one, or even the gummy bear. Oops, maybe I don't know if you guys saw that one, but any of the new flavors that you had, the Miami Vibes, the hibiscus lemonade, the watermelon sweets, any brand new flavors, you can literally say, hey, you're a VIP customer of mine, or you are like their customer. In the past, you could even hit those people up and say, I have a brand new seasonal flavor. I would value your opinion. If I sent you one, would you let me know what you think? And same thing what Nick said, you could literally do any 3 of those groups and take a picture of it that you did it, and then put it in the collage that Amber was talking about. Does that make sense? It's very easier, I would feel, or it's more easier for people like Carrie and I, like social butterflies. Like, we do this all day long, sling ketones. I understand some of you guys have a hard time doing that, but I promise you, you're not going to die. And that rejection that you may get means no, not right now. But if you're going to gift it to them, they're more open to be like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And if you say those same words that Jody said to me, I value your opinion as a friend or a family member, or as my cousin or my mom or my dad. And sometimes that really is what works. I hope that makes sense. Any questions on that? Awesome. Hand it back over to you, Amber.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome, Keisha. Thank you so much. So it says I'm unstable again, unfortunately. If you can hear me, go ahead and check the Better Starts Here page tonight. The instructions for the challenge will be posted. So I know that I was breaking up and maybe you didn't get all the information, and I apologize for that, but it will be posted tonight and you can get it all accurately on the Facebook page. So maybe in about an hour. So we are going to now turn the time over to Natalie. She's got a really cool training that she's going to do with us.
Hi, I'm actually not going to do the training. I'm just going to prep you for the training that's coming up. So it's a little tease. But Keisha, I really like that. One thing that I wrote down on my paper is you saying, I'm pretty much giving you cash. So I need to make sure that you're going to drink this or you're going to try this. Like, that's so much, when you like walk by Sam's or you walk by something at Costco and they're like, oh, here, take this, try these. Like, they don't care whether you try it or not. So I have like samples in my bag of like laundry detergent, or I have this, literally, I just saw it, like a date that was in this package that the lady handed me. I just threw it in my bag, and it's probably been in a date in this little package has probably been in my purse for 2 weeks because it had no value to me. She just handed it to me. But if she said like, hey, this is like giving you cash out of my pocket, so I need to know that you're going to try this, I would have been like, oh, well, let me try it right now. So I love that. Great tip, Keisha. You also look beautiful in pink. I missed listen, this is like the hot pink team that I missed the memo in Mexico and on this call, and I'm really upset about it. But let me give you a prep for Thursday. Nick said that you all do a really cool training every Thursday, I believe, or a couple Thursdays a week. I think it's this Thursday. I have the great pleasure to do the training on Thursday, and it's going to be all about the personality colors while we're talking about pink. Although pink is not one of them we're going to talk about. You could be kind of pink if you mix a couple colors together. But the colors training is, if you give me like a 1 in the chat if you have no idea what I'm talking about, which is cool, which is most fun. Stacy, yes. Okay. Okay. So imagine that we all have a primary way that we communicate with people. And we also have a primary way that we receive communication best. Like, have you ever had somebody talk to you and you're like, they are not speaking to me in my language? Or have you ever accidentally been the person who's like communicating to somebody else and you're like, I don't think we're matching up. Like, I don't feel like this is getting through. The colors training is going to give you some really cool things. We're going to talk about yellow, blue, red, and green. We're going to talk about the primary way that those colors kind of function. I'm going to give you some really fun like hints and tips and secrets that you can like visually look at somebody, you can listen to somebody, you can see somebody, and you can start to kind of formulate an idea of like what color they are and the way that they receive information the best. And I'm going to give you some tips and identifiers for how people respond to you will identify what color they are. And the coolest thing is when you can kind of make some educated assumptions about somebody. Like, how many know that the way that Nick is different than the way I am? Like, we're both human beings. We're both in Prove It. We both have families. We're both married. We both have daughters, but Nick and I are very different. Nick not only gives information differently, but he receives information differently. So if I talk to Nick in a way that serves Nick well, I'm going to talk in things like data and science and numbers and details. If you come at me with science and data and numbers and details, like, I am doodling on my notebook, I promise you I am. So we're going to talk about some really cool things. It's also going to help you. I'm going to give very specific Prove It items. Like, man, if you've identified somebody in your team is green, this is a great way to lead them, because I can tell you, if you're working with a red personality, they need to be led completely different than somebody who's like a yellow. And if you talk to a red the way that you would kind of soft talk to a yellow, you might offend them, or you might make them think, well, this person doesn't know that I already know what I'm doing. So it's going to be really, really good. I'm super excited. It's something that I've been studying and practicing. I was just kind of going through the math for like 15 years. And it's a really fun way to interact with people, and it'll give you some new ideas. So as you're chatting with people online, I'll give you some key triggers that you can, like, oh man, they're asking science details, data questions. You're probably talking to a green. If you're talking to somebody and they want to know about the love and the community and the joy and the togetherness and when's the next event, they're probably a yellow. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun things that will really help you grow your business. And my favorite part is I'm not just here to help people grow their business. Like, I want to help you become the best version of yourself. And the cool thing is colors works with your kids. It works with your spouse. It works in your job. It works with your neighbor. Like, when you get some of these details down and they click really well, like, it changes everything about how you interact with people. And it helps you to be less offended personally, because, you know, people just don't understand sometimes. They're just giving you information the way they receive or want to receive information. So when a red comes at you like a bull in a china shop, you're like, oh, they're not being rude. They're just red. Like, that's how they communicate with people. Right. So it's going to be super, super fun. We're going to do it on Thursday. Nick will make sure y'all get all the info, but I would plan. It's a little bit long, but we're going to have tons of fun. I'm going to put on a costume for every single color. So y'all be ready. It's going to be really fun. So it'll be on Thursday. Nick will give you guys all the info. And yes, Amber's asking, let me go back to my notepad over here. Amber's asking if I can just finish the call because she's having some challenges with her interweb, which, Amber, in Missouri, I always have challenges with my interweb. So let's finish it out. Shay's got one more drawing. Ooh, this is a big drawing, Shay.
Thanks, Natalie. Okay, so y'all, who loves swag? I mean, we all live, eat, sleep, breathe, wear. We're like walking billboards for this amazing product. So how does $100 in swag sound? Like, who wants to win that? Like, I would want to win that, but I'm not in here. So all the names are still in here. I'm going to shake it up and I'm just going to, who is it? Lori Ronstad, are you on? RoinstadT. Are you
I'm
on?
here.
I heard a little
Here I
voice.
am.
Oh, I did hear a little voice.
Here I
Hey, for you.
am.
Congrats.
Awesome.
You want $100 in swag. The way that works is you go and you purchase your swag and screenshot your receipt, send that to simplefunketo@gmail.com with your name. And is it Venmo or PayPal? Keisha, Amber, anybody know how they reimburse that? So basically you'll buy your swag and then Nick will reimburse you $100.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yay, congrats.
How fun. Well, y'all, this was a fun open the month call. I'm so glad that I got to be on with y'all. Let's do something fun. How about, do you all have Nick's number? Nick is in a keto life party right now in Idaho. Everyone has Nick's number. Okay, here's what we're all going to do. We're going to all text Nick all at the same time and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what happened on the team call. Like, holy smokes. Like, I wonder if that was compliant. Like, just make him very worried about what happened on this call tonight. And we'll just send him 100 messages and he'll be like, what is happening? His phone will just light up. So y'all are awesome. Congrats on, yeah, do it now. Just do it now. It'll be fun. Congrats everybody on October. Let's hit it out of the park for November. And I'll see you all on Thursday's training. Bye. Thanks everybody for participating.